Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this matchup between the Floyd Central Highlanders and the New Albany Bulldogs here at Floyd Central High School and Joe Hinton Court. We are very excited here at Floyd Central TV. Joe Lincoln, Josh Breeden, and Nick Landrum on the call tonight. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great, Joe.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited for this game.
Me too.
A good old-fashioned rivalry game. Nothing better.
It is a rivalry game tonight, and with that goes along some patriotism. We are going to go right to the national anthem right now.
Once the colors have been presented, the Floyd Central Bat Band, led by Harold Yankee, will perform our national anthem.
We thank the Floyd Central ROTC department for that spectacular presentation of the colors. It's always good to see on nights like this when there are such big games.
They do a fine job every single time, every single game. They do amazing.
So, a little bit of a break right there. We're getting right back to the action. So, it is the 6-0 Floyd Central Highlanders versus the 1-1 New Albany Bulldogs. New Albany's only loss coming to Bloomington South at the hands of Indiana commit Anthony Leal. This is going to be a fantastic matchup tonight, though, boys, between two great teams. A young Floyd Central team compared to an experienced New Albany team. And I think tonight could be a really tough test for both these teams.
So something you really do notice is, as you said, Floyd Central, they lost, I believe, like 7 or 8 seniors last year. New Albany definitely has the advantage there. This is going to be one crazy time. We have both sides of the gym right now. It is insane. This is probably one of the most packed games we will see here for the Highlanders here at home.
Yeah, it's drawing comparisons to the game where Romeo Langford was here at Floyd Central, and it was a massive game.
Huge game, huge game.
Getting on to a little bit of the storylines here. For New Albany, all we can say is Tucker Biven. That kid has been insane. He dropped 34 points the other night against Evansville, and he is something to see.
He's the one player I think that's here to watch New Albany. He has the skill that can take this team right through this game.
Yeah, an older lineup, you know, and the starting lineup for tonight is actually going to be Jeraylin Johnson, Maddox Schmeltz, Tucker Biven, Trey Horrigan, and Jordan Thomas. Two big guys in the middle right there, Trey Horrigan and Jordan Thomas for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a big-time matchup. Grant Goman in the middle for the Highlanders, but it's going to be really big. So the starting lineup for the Highlanders tonight, you've got Jake Highbreeder, Ben Purvis,
Grant Goman,
Caleb Washington, and then Seth Burks. It's a very experienced team. Aside from Washington, actually, because you've got 3 seniors and a junior in there.
So he's the only freshman actually on varsity. And I'll admit, the kid's got a jumper. He can work the post. he can play, and this is one of the games where you're going to need someone to show up.
You know, I think this is the game that's going to test the Highlanders early in the season. They've got big-time matchups down the road. Evansville, Wrighton, Bloomington South, as well as Jeffersonville. But tonight is a very good early season test for this team, no doubt.
I said this can prove it all. Right now, Highlanders are undefeated. This would be a great momentum boost. Beat a rival team, remain undefeated, going through. It's going to be an insane night. I'm up for it.
This is a good thing for Floyd Central. They got their entire home crowd right behind them tonight. Last year, they came into New Albany and actually took down the Bulldogs by about 4 points. Fantastic game. Kobe Barnes showed out, but they don't have Kobe anymore. It's the Jake Hybreeder, Grant Goman show right now.
I really do like Grant. He's an incredible rebounder. It's going to be great to see how he pairs up against the 2 big Bulldogs down low. Jake, a phenomenal shooter.
Yes, unbelievable shooter.
His jump shot is textbook. He can be consistent when he wants to. It is insane. I think if Highlanders want to pull this one off, they expect a big game.
And to go along with Jake, you've actually got a sophomore coming off the bench in Cole Herod, who shot the lights out last game.
He went insane.
He had a great game. I believe he only missed 2 or 3 shots the entire game.
Wow.
It's a great game for him. So look for him to come off the bench. But we are about ready for some basketball action here on a lovely Friday night in southern Indiana. Well, it's at least lovely inside the gym. It's raining a bit outside right now.
A little moist outside.
It is a little wet, but it looks like it's going to be Washington, and it's going to be Thomas on the tip right here. You got a freshman against a freshman, freshman against a junior right here on the tip.
Underclassmen versus upperclassmen.
New Albany will have the ball on this first possession. It's going to be Caden Stanton. Gives it up to Hourigan on the left side. Here's Biven, he drives in. Stanton pulls up for 3, and that's good. What a start for the Bulldogs right there. Absolutely no fear right there.
They strike first.
That's a sophomore right there in Caden Stanton. Really good potential for that kid. Hybreeder has the ball at the top of the key. Burks has it, looking to drive. This is the Hybreeder. Here comes a 3 from the wing. No good, rebounded by Thomas. Here comes Biven up the right side. Tries to cut in. There was a little bit of a contact there. No call. It's going to be Floyd to the ball on the turnover right there by Biven.
Okay,
Both teams coming out aggressive so far.
I'll say it's already been fast, and we're like 40 seconds in.
Hybreeder bringing the ball up the court. To see if New Albany can come with a stop on this possession, trying to get it to an early lead and retain that, as the Highlanders they don't go away after they get the lead. Here's Hybreeder with the ball on the left. Burks drives in. Nothing there. He passes it right back out to Goman on the perimeter. Washington for 3. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Jake Hybreeder, though, as he's getting intense on the inside and physical. He drives in, puts up a little runner, and that's good. What a shot right there by the junior.
First points for the Highlanders.
And Caden Stanton, only a sophomore, handling the ball at the top of the key. He's on Hybreeder. That's a matchup to watch tonight.
It is.
It's Oregon, giving that to Schmeltz. Back to Stanton. Oregon working on Washington. He gives it to Biven, now switches back. Does Washington onto Biven. Here's Schmeltz. Gives it up to Stanton. Nobody resetting, not a lot here on this possession.
Saying not a lot going on right now.
Biven with the ball. He gives it to Schmeltz at the top of the key. Picked by Thomas right there. Back to Horgan at the top of the key. He's looking to drive in on purpose right here. He gets it up, puts it up on the inside. Good bucket right there by the senior.
Easy points.
These 5-2 early Bulldogs. Going with the ball at the top of the key. He gives it to Washington. Back to Burks on the inside. He loses the ball, and it's going to be taken away by Stanton right there. Albany has the ball in transition. He drives. He's going to drive in the paint. Goes past Burke. And it's going to be another bucket for the Bulldogs. 7-2 here early for New Albany.
Crazy fast offense already by the Bulldogs.
We'll see if the Highlanders can answer right here. 7-2 is actually a much different start than we've seen from the Highlanders so far. Hybreeder working on Schmeltz right here. He drives in, passes it off to Goman. An easy layup right there with the left hand. Great pass by Hybreeder. 7-4 New Albany. They're trying to answer off that great pass by Hydebreeder. Stanton has the ball on the left wing. He's working on Jake. Trying to set up a play right here. There's someone open in the corner. That's going to be Schmeltz for three. He's going to fake it, go in with an easy shot. No good. Rebounded by Goman. Missed opportunity right there for New Albany.
That's a first miss, I believe, of the game.
Hydebreeder working on Schmeltz at the top of the key. Washington on the left wing. Gives it to Goman on the inside. Goman going to work on Hourigan right here. He gets it stolen away by Thomas, but that is going to be going out of bounds. The Highlanders will retain possession.
It's been a quick game already.
2 substitutions for Floyd Central. It is going to, it's actually going to be number 31, Cole Harrett. We expected to see that here early. Like we said, had a monster game. They're going to give him a few more minutes tonight.
See what he can do here in this big rival game.
He's going to be working on Stanton as he comes in. Going with the ball on the top of the key. Try to get a backdoor cut right there. Didn't see anything open. There is Harrett on the top of the perimeter. Trying to get him open for three. He can't handle the ball, though. We'll see if he can drive inside, get a few points for himself to start this game off. It's going to be Hydebreeder right now, though. He looks to pull up. Great defense right there by Schmeltz. Goman gets the ball on the right wing, steps back, nothing there. Great defense by New Albany this possession. Washington gives it to Purvis on the wing. Purvis drives in. Goes for the bucket, but it's denied by Thomas. New Albany is on the break. Stanton gives it to Bivin. Hourigan for three from the left wing. No good. Rebounded by Purvis. Brought down. Great defense by both teams early, Josh.
Indeed.
It's going to be a slip right there. No call. Stanton has the ball. It's going to be good numbers for New Albany right here. They give it to Schmeltzer in the corner. Three. That's good. 10-4 New Albany with 3:16 left in the first quarter. Fast-paced game so far.
Outstanding start by the Bulldogs. Highlanders need to catch up.
Coach Sturdy does not look too pleased with the effort from his players right here. Jake slipping on that last play. There's going to be Hydebreeder with the ball. He drives in, puts up the layup. No good. Rebounded by Washington. No good as well. Rebounded by Thomas. New Albany on the break once again. Bivin is in the middle. He gives it to Schmeltz from the corner. He passes it up. He's going to reset. He gives it to Stanton from the right wing. That's good.
Threes are falling for the Bulldogs.
13-4. New Albany on fire here early.
They cannot miss.
The Floyd Central crowd is absolutely silent right now. And there's going to be a timeout from Coach Sturgeon. What a start for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs cannot have dreamed of a much better start. They are hitting their threes at efficient rates. They are shutting down the Highlanders right now. Can't seem to get a bucket here. It is already an insane matchup.
Yeah, I will say something. I have not seen energy like from this Bulldogs team that I have. Last year in this year's game, they were so slow-paced. Didn't see any of this energy. But I'll tell you what, Caden Stanton and Tucker Bivin have really brought the energy early.
See, that's one thing you got to do. When you have a team like Floyd Central that kind of has a little bit of all, your goal is just to outrun them and go quick. And that's exactly what they've done. And right now they have a 9-point lead to show for it.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far from both sides. Good effort. Floyd Central has been on the short end of the stick shooting the ball. Haven't gotten anything to fall. We're going to get back to the action right here. 2:38 left in the first quarter. Looks like Purvis is going to be inbounding the ball right here. Floyd Central looking to answer. They need to answer and answer quick so this game doesn't get out of hand.
I'll say if they can't score it might be a drought we see for the rest of the quarter.
See if Jake Hydebreeder can do anything on this possession. He's been pretty non-existent besides that slip that he had. Washington gives it to Purvis. Hydebreeder goes in, gives it to Purvis. That's going to be a corner three. Yes, and it's good. 7-13. New Albany still with the lead, but a good answer right there from Floyd Central to keep him in this game early in the first quarter.
First day for the Highlanders.
You see Coach Jim Shannon right there, really getting angry at his players, trying to set something up. I like to see the fire in these coaches, Josh.
I said they're already getting into it.
Stanton drives in right there, and it's going to be stolen by Washington. He falls on the ground. He's actually going to get the pass away. Hydebreeder has a good defensive possession right there from the Highlanders. Hydebreeder working on Stanton. He gives it to Purvis. Back to Washington. Look for the three, not there. Here goes going into the paint, and that is going to be an air ball. Rebounded by Hydebreeder. Put back up. Good bucket right there from the junior. Heads up play. Got the two. It's a 4-point game.
Great positioning by Hydebreeder to get the offensive board.
The early intensity is making this building an electric place right now. It's crazy.
It is insane.
Schmeltz with the ball. Thomas is going to square up from 3, take the shot, no good. Rebounded by Purvis. Not a great shot selection right there for New Albany.
And so now they were going fast, but now they're just flat out rushing it.
Yep. Goman for 3 from the corner. Yes, and it's good.
The big man.
Big man from the corner. He's been working on that shot all summer, and that's 1 to go. 12 to 13. Great answer here from the Highlanders after getting down early.
Bulldogs now in the slump.
Schmeltz has the ball at the top of the key. We'll see if New Albany can get a bucket to fall. It's been a couple possessions since they've gotten anything. Actually, after that timeout, nothing to fall. Bivin goes in. He puts up the shot, and that's going to be a jump ball. Actually, I believe he was looking for a call. The possession arrow favors the Highlanders. So with 47 seconds left, Floyd Central is looking to take the lead on this possession.
So they did a great job of cutting this thing down. Whatever that timeout did, it worked for the Highlanders.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jake Hybrider with good intensity on this side, as well as Grant Goman grabbing those rebounds, giving their team an extra effort. I haven't seen much from Harrod so far. We'll see if he can get involved. Deep 3 from Hybrider. No good. Rebounded by Thomas.
Heat check right there.
Bivin giving it up to Schmeltz. Nothing there. Hourigan. We'll see what he can do on Goman right here. Spin move on the inside. Went to work on Grant Goman right there.
Grant Goman is coming to have and struggling guarding.
15 seconds left in the quarter. We'll see if the Highlanders will hold for the last shot. They have a chance to tie the game before the end of this first quarter. And I'll tell you what, it's flown by so far.
He's come like fast.
Hybrider drives in. He pulls up. I don't know if that's a 2 or 3. No good. Thomas rebounds. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter here from Floyd Central High School. 15 to 12, New Albany.
I'll say the beginning of the quarter, it looked like Bulldogs were getting ready to just take the quarter. After the timeout by the Bulldogs, Coach Sturgeon did a great job getting his guys calm. And then we saw Grant Goman hit a 3. When your big man's making 3s, that's how you know you can go on a run. They got it down to 1. And right now, it's still anyone's ball game. I'm excited for it. Excited for the seconds.
Yeah, so 15 to 12, New Albany. If you're just joining us here on the live stream, we appreciate it. You're here live again once from Floyd Central High School, the Highlanders versus the Bulldogs. And Josh, we're going to have a little special announcement right here.
Right now, we like to give a thank to the following grant writers who help make our production possible. Samtec, Longboards Taco and Tiki, Retailer Supply, the David Bauer team at Schroeder Banner Real Estate Services, and Always First Driving Academy. Thank you guys so much. We always appreciate you.
So one thing I'd like to point out right now is, my goodness, the student sections are absolutely electric right now.
It's like a battle.
Floyd Central showed out. They filled up an entire half of row of bleachers.
Say that is insane. It's like you said, it's all the way from the top all the way to the bottom.
New Albany has also showed out. They're right to our left, and they're making themselves heard.
I would say this is the one thing you need to do. When it's such a big rivalry game, I don't care if you're the away team, you need to show up to a game like this.
Yes.
And that's exactly what New Albany did. And I guess you could say that kind of helped them. They got the momentum early. Right now, Bulldogs in the lead.
Fast-paced and early offense was the story of the first quarter. 15 to 12, the Bulldogs have the ball to start off the second. Bivin passes it to Thomas. That's going to be an easy layup. Good offense right there from the Bulldogs.
Highlanders struggling from the inside defense.
I think the Highlanders are seeing that they're a bit undersized this game, which is not usual for them.
It is not.
Hybrider pulls up from 3. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Good effort right there by the freshman. And I'll tell you what, New Albany just no one there right then.
That's like good positioning. Second offensive rebound for the Highlanders as Washington capitalizes on it.
The Highlanders staying around here early in the second quarter. This is a one-possession game after being down 8 points early in the first. Stanton drives in. He's going to give it up to Bivin. Nice cut right there by the junior. Easy layup.
Speed of Bivin showing right there. He got by him. Easy layup.
Now, I'm actually getting this right. I believe Tucker Bivin is only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. That's even more impressive then.
Hybrider trying to get a little something going against Schmeltz. Nothing's there. Washington drives in, passes it out. It's going to be Gabe Cora passing up the shot. He's got the ball back. See what Jake Hybrider can do right here. Not much offense on this possession for the Highlanders. They've gone with a much smaller lineup. Seeing if they can get a little more offense going. Great defense here on the perimeter for New Albany, not allowing anything on the inside. Jake Hybrider giving it up to Cole Harrod. Nice pump fake. That is going to be a hand check foul right there in New Albany. Good defensive possession, though.
I say it's been a while. New Albany did a great job. They kept everyone out from inside the paint. High Breeders couldn't get going. He tried to work on jump moves, called some picks. It just didn't work for him.
Yeah, Floyd Central trying to cut down on this 5-point deficit here early in the second quarter. Good intensity from both teams early in the second quarter as well. That defense really playing a role. We didn't see much of it in the first quarter.
I would say the big thing is they are struggling on inside defense. Can't seem to keep New Albany out of the paint.
Breeder brings it across the timeline. See if the Highlanders can set up a play and try and get someone open right here, as opposed to their motion offense. Goman pulling up a fadeaway three. He got it to go.
Second three for Grant Goman, the center.
And the senior really showing up in this game. That's 6 points here early.
So he's killing it right now with the shot.
I believe that's 8 actually.
Yes,
now that I'm checking.
8 points. Wow. 2 threes and a 2.
Biven has the ball on the right wing. Drives in. Here's Hourigan working on an undersized High Breeder. That's going to be an easy bucket right there for the Bulldogs.
Again, they just can't keep New Albany out of the paint.
I believe that Charlie Carr is in for the Bulldogs as well. Haven't seen much from Harriet, like I said earlier. He had a handful of points in the last game. Haven't really seen him be able to get open.
I think he's yet to put up a shot.
Goes Goman. He passed it out to Cora on the wing. 3 up. No good. That is going to be a foul on the inside by Hourigan. That's his first. Working a little too hard for that rebound. Maybe a push-off right there.
The offense is they're struggling right now. Highlanders can't seem to get a shot here in the past couple of minutes.
Well, I think Coach Sturgeon realized that he can't keep his starting lineup out there all night. But they've got a much undersized bench. They've had to keep Goman in. They put him back in right after taking him out. High Breeder for 3 from the wing. No good. That is going to be rebounded by Biven on the inside. Both offenses a little stagnant here in the last 2 minutes. See if they can pick it up. Hourigan working on Goman. That is a nice hook shot. We're going to see some good post moves from this kid early on.
He is an absolute talent from inside.
Man, as Shaquille O'Neal likes to say, barbecue chicken right there.
He's automatic from down low.
The Floyd Central student section is hearing it right now from the Bulldogs to our left. They showed up loud and proud. Here's Goman from the perimeter. Maybe a travel right there. It wasn't called. It's going to be a hand check foul right there on Carr, I believe.
Right now we have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second. Score 17-23. Bulldogs with a 6-point lead. Inside scoring has been the story here. They are killing it. It's almost automatic. Every shot they put up from inside has pretty much gone in. And the Highlanders, even with the size of players like Grant Goman, can't seem to stop them.
Burks and Washington are going to be in for the Highlanders now. Hunter trying to inbound it, and they get it to High Breeder. You know, High Breeder hasn't been as much of a factor as people expected him to be yet this season. Here's Washington for 3 from the corner. That's no good. Rebounded by Biven. And this kid is intense on the inside. He's grabbed down a ton of boards. Step back shot right there from Stanton, no good, and the Highlanders have numbers on the break. Pass right there to Burks. Looking around. High Breeder puts it up, and that's going to be a foul right there on Carr. 2 shots at the line.
Safe. It looks like the Highlanders can't seem to capitalize on 3. High Breeder's taking some deep threes that are a little uncalled for. Washington missed on last possession. Looks like the 3 ball just isn't working like it did in the first.
That's going to be 2 on Carr. We'll see if they make a substitution right here, try and keep him out of foul trouble. 23 is going to be coming in for the Bulldogs. Jackson Streander. He's coming in for Carr.
Looks like Purvis was checking for Harriet on the Highlanders.
1 more for High Breeder at the line. No good. That is going to be a foul on the inside. That's going to be on
Washington.
Goman, I believe, actually.
Oh, my bad.
That's his first. So with 3:52 left, it's a 5-point game. The second quarter has been much slower, but still great intensity from both teams. A lot of inside buckets.
So it's almost, like I said, it's almost automatic.
Strander gives it to Stanton at the top of the key. Once again, Hourigan in the post. That's going to be a travel called right there. I'll tell you what, the Highlanders have to figure out an answer for this kid. He's been amazing on the inside.
So they got a bailout right there with the travel.
You know, if I'm the Highlanders right here, I'm looking to get the ball inside to Goman, see if he can do anything. He's been on fire from the outside, but I think he can do stuff on the inside as well.
He's been the offensive leader here for the Highlanders.
There's going to be a foul right there on Streander. That's his first.
So right now, 3 minutes, 27 seconds left. Leads now 5 for the Bulldogs, 23-18. They're sitting fairly comfortably right now. Highlanders need to cut down here before we go into the second half.
Hydrider trying to get some space right there. Not much offered by the New Albany defense. Purvis looking to pull up a pass. And he gave it back to Hydrider. The Highlanders resetting their offense more than a couple times on this possession, trying to find an answer for this stout New Albany defense.
The clamps are on right now for the Bulldogs.
Pick from Goman at the top of the key. Hydrider pulls up. No good. It's going to be rebounded. That's great effort right there by Hydrider, but it is going to be off his hand. New Albany ball, 23-18 Bulldogs. If you are just joining us, we are live from Floyd Central High School for this Friday night matchup of two rivals of Southern Indiana, and it has not disappointed so far.
I'll say it has been intense. Student seconds getting crazy.
Streander has the ball in the wing. Once again, they go to Horrigan on the inside. That's going to be a pull-up right there. I believe Streander tried to bank that one in. Clunked off the rim. That's going to be rebounded by the Highlanders. Goman looks for three again. Pass it inside to Burks. Burks not looking for much right there. Three from Purvis. Good!
Ben Purvis is snapped the streak right now.
21-23. He's had a couple cold games in a row, but he has come out hot so far.
And they've needed it.
New Albany offense, who scored so much early in the first quarter, has gone a little bit cold here in the second. Floyd Central's offense has as well. It's what's keeping him in the game. They're going back to their star on the inside, Trey Horrigan. And one! What a finish right there by the senior.
No one can stop him. Literally no one can stop him when he's inside.
He's having a fantastic game. I believe he is actually coming back from a 2-game hiatus, so a great performance here early from him.
Listen, this is if you need to come back in a game, this is the game you do it, a rival game like that. This is exactly where you do it.
And especially with the crowd against you, that's a great way to quiet them.
I would say if anyone has silenced the Highlander student section, it's been him.
Horrigan with one at the line. No good, rebounded by Goman. The Highlanders looking for another answer. They're getting ever so close to tying this game back up, with the Bulldogs going back down to their safety net on the inside, Trey Horrigan. The Highlanders drilling the ball around the perimeter here. Not really sure what to do with their offense so far. Harrod's being guarded by Stanton. Purvis. Hydrider pulls up for three from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Streander on the inside.
He's struggling this quarter.
Stanton going over to get the play from Coach Shannon. Good defense right there by Harrod, trying to poke the ball away. Good defense right here by the Highlanders, trying to force a turnover early in this position. Trying to either tip a pass away. There's 52 seconds left here on the game clock in the second quarter. We'll see if New Albany actually will hold for the last shot. I've seen it before, ladies and gentlemen. It is not the craziest thing you've ever seen.
I'll say, it happens more often than you think it would.
There's 38 seconds left on the clock here in the second quarter. New Albany may be trying to retain as much of their lead as they can as they go into halftime.
If you want to hold it this long, they got to pull out something here. You got time to think about it.
I think if you're New Albany, you got to think about going right here to your star player, Tucker Bivens. He gives it up to Bivens. He gives it up to Stanton. My apologies. They are going to hold for the last shot. 12 seconds left. We got a pick from Horrigan on the outside. That is going to be almost a turnover for the Bulldogs. He goes up for the shot. That is going to be Schmeltz going to the line for two with 5 seconds left on the clock.
So he did a great job getting Goman and Washington in the air. Right now, see if we can send this lead before we get into the second half.
Trying to make it a two-possession game before halftime. is Schmeltz. First free throw is no good.
The Albany's missed their last 2 free throw attempts.
If Floyd Central can get the ball back quick, get it down the court, I think a 3 before half, or even a bucket at that rate, would be fantastic for their confidence going into the second half.
Just cut down to 1 possession game.
It's going to be another missed free throw. Highbreeder has the ball, 3 seconds left. He'll pull up. No good. We're going to go to halftime as the New Albany Bulldogs lead the Floyd Central Highlanders 25-21 as the hotly contested first half comes to a close.
I'll say inside defense, I don't know if inside defense is struggling for the Highlanders or the inside offense for the Bulldogs. Amazing. Could be both, but it has been insane offense from the inside of the Bulldogs. You'll probably see more of it in the second half.
So as a treat for you fans out there, the Highlanders and the Bulldogs, we are actually going to stay with you through the entirety of halftime, give our thoughts on the first half, talk about a little different stuff. We are going to give you the best halftime show we possibly can. But right now, I'm going to send it over to my partner, Josh, for a little bit of an announcement.
And right now, we'd like to thank the following dirt riders who help make our production possible. Jesse Bell Enterprises, Jesse Bell Enterprises, Brian Jackson State Farm Agent, Oliver Agency Insurance, Lamb's Heating and Air Conditioning, and Chris Bryant Masonry. Thank you guys so much. We always appreciate you.
Yes, we couldn't do this without you guys. So we just ended the first half here at Floyd Central High School in Joe Hinton Court. And Nick, I haven't heard from you much, but I would love to hear your thoughts on the first half.
Beginning of the first quarter is very one-sided in Albany, in New Albany's favor. Hourigan, 10 points so far in the game, has just been absolutely dominant in the post. If I'm Floyd Central, I'm looking to maybe try and double team when that ball gets in there, immediately swarm and double team when he puts that ball on the floor. Also, going back to the early success that we saw from New Albany, that was mostly due to Stanton, who jumped out to 8 points really early in the game and was New Albany's leading scorer. But his second quarter, very quiet, not much action. Other scores on the Bulldogs are Schmeltz. He has a 3. He's 0 of 2 from the free throw line. The man that we all thought would have quite a big game tonight, Tucker Biven. He has 2 points so far in this game. The Highlanders have done a very, very good job of shutting him down.
I think the Highlanders do a really good job of focusing in on one player and just shutting them down for that game. You know, when we saw Romeo Langford come to Floyd Central, I believe they held him to under 20 points, which for him is a fantastic defense.
Yes.
That's a cold streak for him.
Yeah, Coach Sturgeon really doing a good job of focusing on the star player for New Albany. But I think in the locker room, he's got to talk to his guys about guarding Trey Hourigan.
Yes, definitely. And for the Highlanders, it's been a very, very rough shooting night for Jake Highbreeder. Jake Highbreeder has not made a 3 yet in this game. He's hit a free throw and he's hit a couple of runners. Other than that, he's really struggled from the 3-point line. Has a couple of offensive rebounds. Ben Purvis has 2 huge 3s in this game. They've both come at very crucial moments in the game, closing those gaps and not allowing New Albany to jump out to bigger leads. Those 3s have been very big from Purvis. And then Goman. Goman is the leading scorer from the Highlanders right now. He has 8 points. He's stretched it out a little bit from outside, has that fadeaway 3 and that corner 3. Both very impressive shots.
Yeah,
from Goman.
I'm gonna say this. Those like Highbreeder's shooting ability kind of transferred into Grant Goman tonight in a weird way.
Yeah. I think there was a little bit of a swap right there.
Yeah, it worked a bit.
Yeah, definitely the seniors for Floyd Central have stepped up a ton for this game.
They have.
You know, we saw a little bit of a cold start from them. Like I said, Jake Highbreeder, Cole Harrod, Caleb Washington, guys like that have really been carrying this team along in the first couple games.
That's good and bad. I mean, it's always good to know that you have young people that can lead a team, can score, can play defense, because that means you're going to have more and more years. But, I mean, your seniors, they know how the coach likes to play. They know the system. They know these teams. They know it better than anybody. And if they can't seem to get it going or lead this team, that does show. And I think the good thing with the Highlanders, Goman's leading it. Purvis is doing a great job. Burke's kind of quiet. and wear away. I mean, he's not really a scorer in general, but I don't think I saw a shot attempt from him.
Yeah, he definitely brings the energy on offense and defense, though. But if I'm those guys in the locker room, I'm saying to my guys, like my underclassmen, hey, let's get it together. Let's get a little bit more juice in this team right now. We've got to guard Trey Horrigan. We've got to shoot the three well, because that's really all they're giving us right now. We're undersized on the inside. And I think they've really got to punch that home, because if the Highlanders are going to win this game, they need to score. They haven't been able to do that, aside from a couple threes that maybe some of them should have gone in, and they did. But other than that, they've been really, really stagnant on offense.
Building off of what Josh said, as far as seniority, there's only one player on this varsity team that has played in this game, and that's Jake Heibreeder. And I expected him to come out big in this game. He shot a lot of shots.
A lot of them were heat checks.
Yes, but there's a difference between shooting a lot of shots and coming up big.
Exactly.
You know, I definitely, if I was him, definitely look to get more people involved. He's had Seth Burks in the corner numerous times.
And he passed him up.
Seth Burks he's a pretty good shooter, especially as open as he was in that corner. I definitely would have given him the ball.
I'll say, if you can't score in a game, your next best option, I don't care, I hate that stupid rule if you're in a slump, shoot your way out. Look to be a playmaker. I think that's what Heibreeder can do. He can get in the lane, he can kick it out then if he wants to. I think he can do that the second half if he continues to struggle on.
Yes. We're going to take a little bit of a break from our first half analysis to give a little bit of a shout out to the Floyd Central Band. Man, I'll tell you what, I can't give enough credit to these guys. They make this place a fantastic place to play every time these boys come to this gym. And it's a treat. But aside from that, what are we looking for in the second half from the coaching standpoint? We haven't seen really much set plays from either of these teams. It's been fast break transitions. It's been rebounds leading to points. What are we looking for as far as set plays?
The thing with the Highlanders, and I saw it a lot, I mean, Albany is playing great one-ball defense. They're doing a great job. We saw it. There's multiple times where they've let probably a minute pass on the clock. They just couldn't get anyone open. The thing with the Highlanders is they're doing a lot of just get a pick and go around, and Heibreeder would pull up. That's what we did there. He missed it. And even besides that one play where he got open, the Bulldogs are doing a great job of getting around screens and picks. And you got to get, I mean, screen plays, they work a lot in basketball, but you need to find something that just gets a shooter open in the corner. Wherever you can, get someone open. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the one thing that I have seen from the Highlanders in the first half is their offensive rebound. New Albany sometimes has just left under the basket open and said, hey, someone's got to go get that. But the one player that has been rebounding for New Albany is Tucker Biven, one of the shortest guys on the court and one of the youngest guys on the court. It's very surprising to see when you've got guys like Thomas and Horrigan on the inside. They can't even go up to get a rebound.
The thing with that is both those guys, they can score. And the problem is they're such in the scoring mindsets, they're just kind of letting rebounds loose. They just want to go with it on the fast break and get a quick bucket, which is fine, but not when it's your big man. Their job is to throw it to a guard or forward and have them go down because they got the speed, they got the ability to drive the full court and go to the basket. They're just supposed to post up.
Now, with that being said, I believe that Grant Goman has spent most of his night around the perimeter. He's definitely has the size disadvantage done on the inside. He's gone against Horrigan, he's gone against Carr, he's gone against Thomas. And there's not much for him on the inside. So with him being able to shoot the three, I think that gives Floyd a lot more diversity than they had last year with guys like, I mean, Kobe was the one who could shoot threes. We did not have a big guy on the inside who could shoot.
Exactly.
So we see both teams coming back out on the court here for the second half. And I can tell you what, this game is only a 4-point game. And if people think this is over, they are completely wrong.
Yes, very, very wrong.
I have seen comebacks from 20, 30 points down. And Hoosier Hills basketball is something special. You know, we always talk about it when we do a broadcast, but Indiana high school basketball is just different. It is the basketball state, in my opinion.
Yes. Indiana high school basketball is a religion.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's unlike anything.
You know, football season, everyone's like, yes, football season. But, you know, we get to basketball season, they're like, okay, it's basketball season.
It's time for the big boys to come out.
This is where it's important. You see, and you definitely see that in the rivalries in this area. You know, you see our football rivalries with New Albany and Jeff. And, you know, there's kind of that rivalry feeling there, especially on the field. But when you when it's basketball season.
It's on the court.
It's on the court and it's off the court. That is what truly defines the importance of basketball in this state.
You know, I remember the last time this game was in this building, I was coming in to give my ticket to the ushers, and there were 2 separate lines for tickets to be handed in. Wow. One for New Albany, one for Floyd Central. There's black on one side, and there's green on the other. It's black and red, green and white on the other. It's different around here. You can't talk to the people at the other school. You can't do any of that. You have to be laser focused and with your team. You're ride or die.
Yes. Ride with who you came with.
Exactly.
See, that's the other thing, like we said. I mean, basketball is such an Indiana. Like football, that's America. That's all America. That everyone has their time. But basketball, I don't care what you say, that originated here. It translates from professional sports to college sports to high school. It comes down to everywhere. It's huge here. And like you said, the rivalry games are so big. Like there's the student section, not even the student section, just the crowds. They all get into it, and that's the magical part about Indiana basketball.
Yes, and we are going to get started here in the second half. Both student sections are back on their feet. It is 25-21. I believe we have the score wrong on our bar. We apologize for that. We've got 8 fresh minutes on the clock. We are ready to start some more basketball here from Joe Hinton Court. And it's going to be in the hands of Jake Hybreeder on this first possession. Goman on the perimeter once again. The Highlanders setting some back picks, trying to get some men open right here. That's going to be Purvis. He was open, didn't take the 3, passed it up, gave it to Hybreeder. Here goes Goman finally in the post. Gives it up to Purvis, drives in, nothing there. Goman puts up the hook shot, got it to go. Good fundamental basketball right there from the Highlanders early in this third quarter.
He's now in double digits.
That's 10 for Goman.
He's really been leading this team tonight, both on the offensive side and the defensive side. Stanton with the ball on the right wing. The ball is almost stolen away by Burks. That is going to be his first foul of the game, I believe.
Yes.
That is going to be a common foul right there. New Albany will inbound from under the basket. Stanton to throw it in.
So Burks, that's good right there. I mean, if he's not really getting offense that he had in the first half, go for defense.
And you love to see the aggressiveness. Stanton has the ball at the top of the key. Here's their star, Bivin, giving it to their other star. He gets it back, shoots a 3 from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Burks. Maybe a little bit of a shove right there from Seth. They did not call it, though. He's open on the left wing. He doesn't pull up, fakes it, goes down inside. What a great move right there to get the bucket. Up and under for the senior, 25-25.
He ties the game right there, and he is pumped.
That is going to be a timeout for New Albany. Great defense at the offensive possession for Seth Burks, getting his team back in the game. Like I said, the senior is so important right now.
Most definitely. We were definitely talking about, him needing to get involved in this half. And he's done that. Picked up the early foul. So what? He has the mentality. He wants to win. He has that winner's mentality. And he's shown it. Good basketball IQ down there, not to just straight drive at the basket. Get the pump fake, get the man up in the air, get around him, and go in.
You saw here both teams going to timeout. New Albany actually called that one. They did not want to see this game get out of hand early here in the third quarter. They wanted to reset, say, hey, what do we got to do on offense to not get that ball taken away from this tough Floyd Central defense.
Seconds right now, all seniors are now locked into this game.
25-25 game, almost midway through the third quarter. It's not usual for the Hoosier Hills Conference. So both teams, although the offenses have been good as well, great defense. Bivens driving in right here, looking for Schmeltz in the corner, doesn't have it. This is a tough possession here for New Albany. Bivens gets inside, passes it out. Stanton for 3 from the corner, got it! 28-25, New Albany regaining the lead right there.
And the Bulldogs right there just answer back.
Really good drive in and dish right there by Bivin. Did his thing on the offensive end. Goman going inside with a pump fake. That's going to be a travel call on the inside. I did not see a lot of foot movement right there.
I say now he's getting sloppy inside from D.
He's going up against a much bigger defender. And as we said earlier, it's a tough matchup. Stanton with the ball at the top of the key. He looked to pull up. Washington was right there. Hourigan for three. Got it! Wow. 6-point lead again for the Bulldogs, and just like that, they are back in control of this ball game.
Oregon can do it all.
Highbreeder drives in. What a move from the junior. Euro step.
Yeah, he's going quick.
Or as my grandfather likes to call it, the European step.
That is a grandpa thing to
It
say.
is a grandpa thing. Bivin with a spin move on the inside. Almost went out of bounds with that. Hourigan for three. No good. It's going to be an over the back for Thomas right there. Goldman, good job of trying to get that rebound in there, forcing the foul.
Could you imagine they would have made 3 straight threes if he would have made that shot?
Yeah, this place would have gone, I don't know.
The rafters would have been shaking.
Yeah.
One side would have been very quiet, and the other one would have been crazy.
You know, this is a pretty big gym, but compared to some other gyms in this area, it's pretty small. It's compact, and the vibrations can cause some damage.
Yes.
Highbreeder with the ball. He gets a pick from Goldman at the top. Good try for the steal right there by Hourigan. He really jumped out, used his athleticism, try and steal that ball. Burks with the pump fake, gives it back to Highbreeder. Deep three, got it! 30-31. Highlanders get it back within 1 point. 4:52 left in the third quarter.
3-point is the story of this third quarter.
And that's now double digits for Highbreeder.
Bivin has the ball in the right wing. He gives it to Hourigan. They have Washington on Hourigan right now. A little bit of a questionable decision. That ball is stolen away by Highbreeder. Great defensive possession for the Highlanders. They're trying to get the lead. Highbreeder working against Schmeltz. He drives to his left. He gets it back again. Pass it to Purvis in the corner for three. No good. That ball is going to be off of the Highlanders. And I feel like there is a little bit of a bad decision right here. That ball looked to go off of Albany. Grant Goldman pleading his case at the baseline. Not going to get his way. Bulldogs will regain possession.
Floyd Central is mad.
It's still a 1-point lead. They feel like there was a blown call right there. And I might have to agree with them.
So I do too.
Stanton with the ball. He's going to pull up from three. Deep. No good. Rebounded by Burks. Great box out right there by Grant Goldman on Thomas. Goldman with a deep three. No good. Questionable shot right there. New Albany is on the break. Stanton has it. Great move on the inside to get some space. Hourigan with the tip in after the missed shot.
There was no box out.
And I'll say, if you're Floyd Central right there, Grant Goldman, I'm not sure about that shot. He might be coming out for that one, but we'll see what they do right here. Cole Harrod is looking to check in. I'm not sure who for yet.
Probably Goldman.
With 3:30 left on the clock, the Bulldogs have a 3-point lead. Great action here in the third quarter. Highbreeder gives it to Goldman on the inside. And one finish from the senior. Is he coming out now, Josh?
He is not only is he the offensive star right now, he is getting out every bucket he makes. You can see it in his face.
You know, they say this is a game of highs and lows. Grant Goldman has been through all those emotions already.
Yeah, he's hit them all.
He's had them all.
I definitely agree. Let's see if we can knock this one down.
Goldman ties the game. What a huge possession right there for the Highlanders.
This place is electric.
This is high school basketball in Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, it is a tie game here with 3:15 left in the third quarter. Floyd Central versus New Albany. Doesn't get any better than this. Caden Stanton working on Goldman. Nice crossover right there to get some space. Great bucket from Stanton.
Great matchup. He knew Goldman was not fast enough, got around.
Highbreeder pulls up for three. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. There's a battle on the inside for the ball. That is going to be a foul on Floyd Central. I believe that's Washington. It is going to be on Washington.
That's his second foul.
Only 2 fouls for the Highlanders so far this quarter. We're hearing the "you can't do that" chants from New Albany. We've heard those all night, though.
Yeah.
Well, from both sides, really. Stanton has the ball, trying to extend New Albany's lead. Bivin with the ball around the logo. He gives it back to Stanton. These two have been facilitating the offense beautifully tonight for New Albany. Stanton drives in, puts it up with the left. No good. Rebounded by Hourigan. The ball is almost stolen away. It's going to be a jump ball. Goldman actually steals it away. The Highlanders are on the break. They've got some numbers. Harrod is open in the corner. They pass it to him. He's not going to take that shot. Gives it to Goldman. Back to Highbreeder. Jake drives in, puts up a nice shot. Wow, what a finish from the junior.
And again, he ties the game.
You know, we talked about Jake Hybreeder not being so relevant in the first half, but I'll tell you what, he's come out firing and making in the second half.
And he's being very efficient already in this corner.
7 points so far in the third quarter for Jake Hybreeder.
Stanton gets a pick from Horgan at the top of the key. Doesn't do anything with it. Schmeltz has the ball in the corner. Bivin gives it to Stanton on the left wing. Almost a steal right there by Harrett. And New Albany retains possession. That's going to be stolen away by the Highlanders. Great job of retaining possession right there by Harrett. That was Brady Moore for the Highlanders on the steal. Harrett's looking for the ball on the wing. Didn't get enough space. Burks has it on top. He gives it to Goman on the inside. Goman gives it to Harrett for three. Good!
And that is the shooting from Harrett that we all know.
That is the bucket that gives the Highlanders the first lead, I believe, since early in the first quarter. Oh my goodness, what a shot right there.
They have turned
The
this game
sophomore
around.
coming up huge.
I mean, the crowd's electric. Joe Lincoln is electric.
I'm sorry, Nick, I get a little excited during these games if you couldn't tell.
I mean, how can you not? This is a big turnaround right now. Something completely different we saw in the first half. Highlanders absolutely in the run.
I will tell you one thing. Cole Harrett was looking for that ball that entire possession, and once he got it, he was not going to waste that opportunity.
Oh, no. He definitely, he's been looking this whole game to fire that shot, and now it's his opportunity, and he knocked it down. You know, when New Albany jumped out and hit those 2 straight threes earlier in the third quarter, you know, I thought it's just going to be a repeat of the first quarter.
Yes, more of the first.
Yeah, more of the first.
You know, we talked about it earlier with Grant Goman, but it really goes for both teams. It is a game of highs and lows. Right now, the Highlanders are on a high, but in about 2 minutes, New Albany could be on the top of the world.
So this is what you love about literally the score can go in any direction we want here. We still got another quarter to play and a minute left in this one.
Yeah, with 1:14 left in the third quarter, it's already feeling like the end of the game is coming.
Yes.
It feels like we're late in the fourth quarter. Tensions are going. I mean, guys, I could not have asked for a better game to call with you two gentlemen tonight.
So it is outstanding Friday night here. This is going to be probably one of the biggest wins for either of these teams.
Definitely be a statement. And
The Hoosier Hills Conference, it's going to be very competitive. Jeff, New Albany, Floyd Central. Man, I'll tell you what. These three teams have a lot riding on this game. Horgan gives it to Thomas on the inside. It's going to be a foul on Burks, I believe. On the floor, no shot. It is going to be a common foul, inbounded underneath the basket.
So they got tangled up down low.
A little bit of a scuffle right there.
Game's getting physical.
Some fans are calling for 2 shots right there. That was called a foul on the floor, though. Stanton has the ball. Now Bivin drives in. Great bucket right there. Hybreeder tried to take the charge, didn't get the call.
They've been going to work.
We'll see what the Highlanders can do on this possession to respond. Hybreeder driving in, gives to Harrett for 3. He's hot!
Cole Harrett.
Oh my goodness!
He is on fire.
4 points is the lead for Floyd Central, and all thanks to Cole Harrett.
He has brought this team up here late in the third.
Man, I'll tell you what, he had no fear going into that jumper right there.
Oh no.
Bivin gives that to Horgan. Man, Harrett with some good defense, too. There's going to be a foul called underneath. We'll see who it's on.
Looks like number 23, Brady Moore.
It's going to be Brady Moore on the foul right there. You got to try to avoid those fouls if you're Floyd Central, because late in the game, if it gets close, you don't want to have them in the double bonus already. Common fouls underneath the basket that are just a little bit like tick and tack. You don't want to have those.
Exactly.
Bivin gets the ball. He turns it over. Brady Moore with the steal. Floyd Central trying to expand on their 4-point lead with 10 seconds left in the quarter. They will hold for the last shot. They're looking for Harrod on the left wing. They don't have it. Hybreeder drives in. That ball is going to be tipped away. Washington has it. No good. Great defense there to end the quarter for New Albany. Man, what a third quarter.
It's getting exciting now.
It is getting very exciting.
Highlanders now in the front seats. Right now, we're going to take some time here and give thanks to the following grant writers who help make our production possible. Dave Heminger, Julie Gamble Group, B&B Law Offices, Sam Kennards and Production Heating and Cooling. Thank you guys. We always appreciate you.
Without your guys' help, this game would not be possible. We would not be sitting here right now having the time of our lives watching these two Goliath teams go to battle.
Go back and forth, back and forth.
And I'll tell you what, I was a little worried about Floyd Central earlier in the season. They had a 1-point win against Christian Academy, and their offense was completely knocked down.
So it was off. They couldn't make a shot.
Yeah, this game really restores my faith in this team. Both of these teams. You know, New Albany really got embarrassed in their last game against Bloomington South.
The good thing about the third quarter, it shows why currently the Highlanders are undefeated. You got a big man that has a jumper and Grant Goldman, your seniors who show up, Highbreeder who's an offensive star, Cole Harrod, a promising 6-man that can make a jumper. Highlanders have a little bit of everything, and that drives it like throughout the whole season. And right now they're sitting comfortably in the driver's seat of this game.
I wouldn't say too comfortably, Josh. 4 points, like we said early. In this last third quarter, New Albany made 2 threes, jumped out to a 6-point lead. If they do that again, they'll have another 2-point lead. We'll see, but I cannot wait for the ending of this matchup. New Albany Floyd Central, if you're just joining us, thank you for watching FCTV. You're live on our YouTube page. We appreciate it. We're gonna get right into the thick of this fourth quarter action. New Albany trailing by 4 points, trying to see if they can get back into this game on this possession. Harrod staying in the game for the Highlanders, as you would expect. Stanton driving in. That's going to be a lob to Thomas. That is going to be a jump ball. That's going to be a Highlanders possession. Great defense early in the fourth quarter. We got a spirit off right here.
This is
crazy. This is a big one.
This is an all-out war.
We're going to get back to the action, though, not the student sections. Highbreeder goes in, puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. The Bulldogs have numbers. Stanton gives to Bivin. Bivin inside to Thomas. Misses the layup. Goldman with the rebound. Tenacity on the inside from the senior. Taking that ball away from Thomas.
Long shot from Thomas.
Highbreeder has the ball around the logo. He gets a pick from Goldman. Drives around. Puts up a tough layup. No good. Rebounded by Caleb Washington. Put in. 6-point lead. Floyd Central.
More offensive rebound showing for the Highlanders.
A minute into this fourth quarter, and Floyd Central has expanded their lead to 6 on the Bulldogs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you hear the student section say, he is a freshman, and he's a very promising freshman at that. Caleb Washington with a steal right there. He almost got it. Wow, what great effort right there by number 33.
So we didn't see a lot of him in the third quarter, but he's come alive here early in the fourth.
He's played a lot of minutes tonight, a lot of good minutes for the Highlanders.
Yes.
Not a lot of points to show for it, but you see right there why he is playing for this team.
He's a great defender.
Could have been a huge momentum gather there if he could have taken that ball down the score and just slammed it.
Yeah, awesome.
Stanton working on Goldman right here. Step back jumper. No good. Rebounded by Harrod. Highbreeder now with the ball. New Albany needs to stop right here to stay in this game. Goldman pulls up from 3 deep. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Gets the layup to go, and that's going to be a foul right there on Caleb. A little bit too much. A little bit too much right there. Trying to go for that rebound. Wow. Got the foul call. Bucket, no good.
They're not
Still a 6-point lead for Floyd Central. That could have been a huge momentum swing. Okay, they're actually going to re-inbound this ball. I believe they inbounded it from the wrong spot.
Wow. You don't see that too much.
No. I mean, good catch right there by the official. You want to do everything right, you know?
I'll say,
in these games, everything can matter.
that's true. I mean, especially at a game of stature like this, you don't want to get anything wrong.
Right. Stanton with the ball, working on Highbreeder. Ben Purvis is on Bivin. Haven't seen much of Trey Horgan here in the second half. We'll see if he can get it going. Bivin takes the ball inside. Looks like there was a foul. Late call right there by the official. It is going to be another foul on Jake Highbreeder.
A lot of people unhappy with that call.
A little bit of a late one right there, but as you can see, Bivin is going to have 2 shots at the line. We haven't seen much of him, Nick.
No, we have not. He only has 4 points in this game.
And he gets his 5th right there with a finger roll on the free throw. That's a shooter's touch.
It is.
Highbreeder's done a very good job defending him in this game.
Absolutely. 4-point lead for the Highlanders after Bivens sinks 2 tough free throws.
The Bulldogs are now up to 2 for 5 from the line, with the Highlanders being 2 for 3.
Highbreeder drives left, gives it to Harrod. Now Purvis resets the offense. Highbreeder looking to drive in, good defense by Schmeltz. Cole Harrod gets a pick.
Are you kidding me? That's a foul.
Washington has to back out. Highbreeder resets the offense, 5:14 left. Once again, if you're just joining us, a hot contest right here between the New Albany Bulldogs and the Floyd Central Highlanders. Highbreeder drives in. Oh my goodness! If he would have put that one in. Goma with the rebound though. Gives it to Highbreeder in the corner. Cole Harrod, deep three. The ball came out of his hand mid-shot. That's going to be stolen away by the Bulldogs. Purvis on defense. He looks to take the charge. He's going to get a block called in him. He is not happy about that whatsoever.
Purvis is angry.
Man, I'll tell you what, that last offensive possession, there could have been a lot of stuff that went differently. No calls. They let the game play out. I don't know what happened on Cole Harrod's shot. He just let it go.
I think it just slipped out of his hand. Good thing he didn't pick it up because they would have called travel if he did.
We talked about Tucker Biven not being very into this game so far, but he's had 2 straight trips to the free throw line. We'll see if he can reduce the lead. No good on the first one. And if you're Floyd Central, these missed free throws are huge.
So we still got a lot of time here in the 4th.
Although the Bulldogs are now in the bonus. Something to keep in mind.
Bivens sinks the second free throw. It is a 3-point game. And just as it looked that the Highlanders were going to turn this game around and just take advantage, the Bulldogs jumped right back in. And it's a 1-possession game with 4:45 left. Purvis looks on the inside. Oregon with good defense on Goman. It's going to be a foul called right there on number 5, Caden Stanton.
That is his second foul.
I don't believe there are many players in foul trouble right now, Nick.
No, there are not.
All the fouls seem to be spread out across the board, so not a concern.
The closest person to fouling out is Caleb Washington. He has 3 fouls.
So not too much concern for both coaches on that measure. With 4:30 left in the game, the Highlanders looking to extend their 3-point lead. Highbreeder behind the back, looks for the jumper, not there, gives it to Washington, resets the offense. Washington gives it into Goman. Purvis looking for some space to shoot the 3, not there. Goman working on Hourigan, fadeaway jumper, not the best shot right there from Goman, and the Bulldogs are on the break. Biven goes in, puts out the layup. What a finish right there from the sophomore over Purvis.
Biven has come alive in the 4th.
In the last 2 minutes, I'll tell you what, that is a 1-point game. Timeout, Floyd Central with 3:53 left. Man, this is going to be one of the best finishes I have seen.
This game is insane right now.
You know, we told you pregame, we knew this game was going to be close. We knew this game was going to be close. We just didn't know how close.
I'll say, it is insane how many times it's gone back and forth, back and forth. And it's not just like back-to-back basket. There's been run on run on run.
Right. And right now, we have a little bit of a special announcement from Josh Breeden.
Right now, we like to give our final thanks to these grant writers who help make our production possible. Kenneth did at DDS, Settle the Scores app, Baptist Health, Realtor Pat Groves at Schuler Bauer Real Estate Services, and Ethan Rapier with the Howard Group, and Kellen Williams.
Yes, thank you so much for all you do for this program. We would not be able to be giving you our best try at trying to call this crazy game. There is so much action going on. It's hard to look at everything, you know. We got battles on the inside, battles on the outside, perimeter shooting, inside shooting. Everything is happening. All aspects of basketball have been covered in this game. Great defense, great offense.
The greatest part about it is how much, like, right now we saw Goman is doing stuff he doesn't typically do. You're seeing players do stuff out of their comfort zone, and it's going in. Another big thing is I don't think I've been, just at my time here broadcasting, I don't think I've been here broadcasting a game of this energy.
Yes.
No, definitely not. There is something special about the energy in this room.
You know, when these two teams get together, you know it's going to be a dogfight. No pun intended. But tonight is no exception. We're getting right back into the action. Highbreeder giving the ball to Goman. See if he can do some more work against Hourigan. Harrod with no room to shoot right there. Looks like the Highlanders are trying to milk some clock away in this possession. Try and get their best shot possible. Going with the pick at the top of the key. Highbreeder, jumper from the free throw line, got it to go. That is just maturity from Junior right there, knowing what his shot is and sinking it.
That's the jump shot we all know and love from Highbreeder.
Coach Sturgeon is loving it on the sidelines right now. The Highlanders have a 3-point lead. But Caden Stanton tries to reverse that. It's not going to happen. That ball is going to be Floyd Central's after the ball is tipped out of bounds by New Albany. 45-42, 3 minutes left in this contest.
You need a stop here for the Bulldogs.
Highbreeder gives it to Harrod in the corner. They've done a much better job on Harrod after those 2 threes in the third. Haven't heard much from him, but Jake Highbreeder, we've heard a lot from him, and there's some more. 5-point lead for Floyd Central after the fantastic bucket. Coach Sturgeon was looking for the foul, didn't get it. Timeout, New Albany.
16 points now for Highbreeder.
Man.
11 big points here in the second half, and they've all come in big moments.
He had a quiet first half, but man, has he come to life in the second. Him and Tucker Bivin just absolutely doing it for their teams when they needed someone to step up.
So it's great to see these big players performing at the most important part in a basketball game, the last few minutes here in the fourth. The Highlanders, they've had great scoring all night. In the first half, it was mostly Grant Goman. Right now, I guess you could say Highbreeder is now finally back in his role as an offensive superstar and taking it on the court here.
With 2:40 left in this contest, man, you could, like, I'm going to ask you guys a question right now, all right? Would you like to be anywhere else?
No, absolutely not.
I would love it. It's a little packed in here. My ears hurting from this headset being on all night. But I wouldn't be anywhere else but in this building. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Man, it doesn't get any better than this.
There's something special about the atmosphere in this room. And there's something special about the way that Jake Highbreeder has been playing in the second half.
Nick,
you have seen, you can tell he's been here before.
Nick,
you can tell he's
completely
been
right.
in these close games, these close moments. He's come to play. He's come to ball.
New Albany has possession. They're trying to cut this down to a 1-possession game. But it's been tough against this Floyd Central defense in the second half. Corrigan gives it to Bivin. Bivin drives in, puts up a tough layup, got it to go. No call. Purvis was looking for the charge. 3-point game.
And right now, Bivin and Highbreeder is going back and forth.
Highbreeder working on Schmeltz. Gives it to Purvis. Purvis gives it right back. Highbreeder drives in. Another tough layup. He gets the foul call on Stanton. I believe that is Stanton's third. And Highbreeder will go to the line for 2.
It's amazing how much we're seeing Bivin and Highbreeder. I said before, going back and forth. They're both, it's cool. They're both going, they're attacking the basket. It's right, and as always, it's either a foul or it's going in. It's all of it.
First free throw from Highbreeder is silky, and it goes in.
Silky smooth.
I'll tell you what, you just got to, his stroke is just, it's simple, but, you know, it's a good one. No good on the second free throw. I apologize, Jake. That was definitely the announcer jinx. Floyd Central tried to get the ball right there. Corrigan almost stepped out of bounds. But now the Bulldogs have numbers. With a 4-point lead from Floyd Central, the ball is stripped away. Rebounded by Schmeltz, no good. Rebounded by Highbreeder. Floyd Central has possession. They've got some numbers too. Go ahead for 3. No good. That ball is rattling around, rebounded. And it's going to be the Bulldogs' possession. Man, I'll tell you, if I'm Floyd Central, maybe not the best shot. You might want to waste a little bit more clock right here with a 4-point game. If Harrod would have put that in, though, man.
Game over.
It would have been a lot tougher for New Albany. I'll say that much.
I'll say, but this building would have almost came down.
You could just
Corrigan for 3. No good. Rebounded by Washington. There's going to be a foul called on him, and that's his 4th. Oh, wow. Big story right there.
He's upset.
That's going to be a call on Goldman is pleading his case to the referee.
He might get
He's got to be careful right here. Got to keep his calm.
They could have called a tech run with that big smack.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He's got to be very, very, very careful. Ref is telling him exactly. He's still talking to him. If you're Grant Goman, you got to let this go. Schmeltz at the line for a 1-and-1. No good. That's going to be a foul on New Albany. Goman getting that call. Wow, he got really close right there to putting the Highlanders in a bad place that they didn't want to be.
I understand the competitiveness and like what goes into sports, but I mean, at this point, keep your cool. At this point, this half went well for the Highlanders so far. So now, I get the mentality here, but you gotta keep your cool. If that would have been a tech, this could be a tie game right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll tell you what. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe that. You know, Grant Goins, a senior, he's got to know that you can't do that. He got away with it, though. The referee is one of, I believe I actually had him as a referee in my younger days. He's one of the nicer ones.
Yes.
You got lucky.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, nevertheless, the Highlanders still have a 4-point lead and the ball with 1:23 left in this game. It's going to be tough for the Bulldogs to get back into it if the Highlanders can score on this possession.
So I would waste more clock than they did.
Yeah.
I mean, right? If you can get this down in seconds, this could be very. And I'm not saying they can get a basket. This could fold well, depending how well their transition defense can be.
Yes, and if New Albany gets to that point and they foul, they are actually going to have Floyd Central in the single bonus. So, you know, one missed free throw can get them the ball right back. You know, it doesn't have to be. Great defensive stops. You can rely on those free throws for a couple more. You got some fouls to get. And Floyd Central band's still pumping me up right now. The tunes have been great all night.
Mr. Yankee does a phenomenal job with the band. Speaking of the band, we're in Fantasia tomorrow.
Yes.
That's true.
Nick, I think you're involved in that show, so best of luck to you.
Big plug right there.
Hopefully you still have your voice.
Me too.
Your choir man. It's going to be a timeout for Floyd Central as they had nowhere to get the ball in. I believe. Okay, they actually still have 2 timeouts left, so they are not in trouble with those. But maybe they're trying to set the play up a little bit better right here. Try and get that ball in a little quicker.
Definitely saw down there on the right side, Highbreeder definitely getting shoved a little bit. He was definitely looking for that call.
Yeah.
I think if he would have just kept with it, he could have cut in and got that ball into himself.
Highbreeder is the guy you want to give the ball when you're shooting. We're talking about free throws. He may have missed one on his last trip, but he has been very consistent at the line. Either him or Cole Harrett, you try to get as one of your shooters.
Yes, one of your shooters, definitely. Someone that you trust with that ball.
So we've talked about it. We knew this game was going to come down to the wire in the first quarter. I mean, you knew New Albany got up to that start, like that fast start, but man, this Floyd Central team has done a great job battling all night as well as the Bulldogs. With 1:23 left, it is just as intense as it was in the first, second, and third quarter.
We have not been disappointed.
Yeah, no, definitely not. The Highlanders looking to inbound the ball right here. They get it to Purvis. There's going to be a foul called on Stanton. Is that his 4th?
That is Stanton's 4th foul.
Okay, that's a big news right here. He's one of their better 3-point shooters for the Bulldogs.
That is 6 team fouls.
So Stanton cannot give a foul right here. He's got to be careful on Purvis. They give the ball to Highbreeder. No fouls so far. Trying to get the trap. That's not there. They're going to open lane. That ball is almost thrown away. Jake Highbreeder, what a play to retain possession for the Highlanders. Purvis is open on the wing, or in the corner. He will not take the shot. Highbreeder goes inside. Finger roll. Got it to go. What a finish right there.
He is on fire.
Man,
19
he's
points.
taking the game into his hands. This is mine, is what he's saying right now.
19 points for Highbreeder.
Caden Stanton going in. That's going to be a travel on New Albany and giving it back to Floyd Central. 6-point lead. They can expand on it right here.
A lot of people thought it would be a charge. They called travel before any contact.
So Highlanders got to get this ball inbounded right here. They get it to Highbreeder. Biven on him. Looking to give the foul. Highbreeder doing a good job of keeping the ball in play. Gives it to Goman. Harrett now with the ball with 43 seconds left. There's not much time for New Albany. They might want to think about fouling right here.
But you definitely don't want Stanton.
Purvis just taking the ball in his own hands. They can't foul. They were wasting all this time. They finally get the foul on Caleb Washington. I am not sure what is happening with the New Albany Bulldogs right now.
They wasted like 20 seconds.
Wow, that was a huge waste of time, but a great job for Floyd Central getting that ball away from the Bulldogs and keeping it away. And, wow.
This is going to be the
Caleb Washington with 2 free throws. There are people filing out of the building already, but I wouldn't go so quick.
biggest free throws.
He's got to hit this first one.
It's a single bonus. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. 6-point game. 28 seconds. Bivin drives in, puts up a tough jumper. Got it to go. And like I said, if you're leaving the building, you might want to take it back on up.
So stare back.
There's going to be 20 seconds left on the clock. 4-point lead for Floyd Central. Man, you couldn't get much better action. I'll tell you, New Albany really, wow, I don't know what happened on the last defensive position. They wasted about 20 seconds before they fouled Caleb Washington. It might have been the right decision because Washington did not make either of his free throws.
So he's been struggling in the season. But here's what I will say, though. My good thing about this, I mean, you're down 20 seconds. It's a two-possession lead. It's bleak.
Right.
Right here. Because I'll say, if they get into Highbreeder can shoot free throws. So now it's just a matter, I don't care who's on the court. Just picture Highbreeder. They need to deny him the inbound at all times.
Right. With a 4-point lead, the New Albany Bulldogs are trying to crawl their way back into this game.
Big thing, New Albany is now out of timeouts. One more timeout and they will be received a technical foul.
That ball gets straight into Highbreeder. No foul yet. And he gets some open space. He's got Ben Purvis open. Time wasting. 16, 15, 14, 13. There is a foul right there. My goodness. I cannot believe this.
11 seconds. And
Cole
they
Harrod
had
at the
him.
free throw line too. Like we said, get it in the hands of your shooters. We'll see if the sophomore can step up and make one of the biggest free throws of his high school career so far.
They had Highbreeder in the corner.
They did.
And they did not foul. 11 seconds now are just gone from this game.
But give Highbreeder a lot of credit for getting that ball out of the corner.
Impressive.
Yeah, wow. Man, 12 seconds left after that possession. Harrod with his first free throw. It's good. 5-point lead. That was huge for the Highlanders.
This is as clutch as a shooter can get here. I don't care if you're clutch when it comes to threes. Free throws is where it matters.
Second free throw is up, and it's good. 6-point lead. No timeouts for New Albany. Stanton puts it up. Got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Floyd Central will come away with the win here tonight at Floyd Central High School. What a performance by the Highlanders, taking down the Bulldogs. A hard-fought battle between both teams. There's streamers going everywhere. This crowd is electric. And that is going to be a W in the win column. 7-0 for the Highlanders.
Still undefeated.
1 and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Wow. And this game did not, I don't care who you're rooting for, this game did not disappoint.
No.
It's insane.
I could not have asked for a better finish. You know, I think a buzzer beater is the only other one.
Yes. I'd say that this definitely gives the senior, Romeo Langford senior year game here at Floyd Central a run for its money.
It definitely does give it a run for its money. Wow. I'm speechless right now. Great performance from both teams tonight. And like I said, if you were here with us, you're witnessing something very special. The students are rushing the court. Like you said, very reminiscent of what happened 2 years ago.
Yes.
And this is something special. We don't see this every night here at Joe Hinton Court in Floyd Central High School. Wow. This is a sight to see, ladies and gentlemen. If you were here on the YouTube live stream of FCTV, thank you so much for being with us. We could not have asked for a better game to give you guys tonight. Wow. Nick, Josh, let's get some final thoughts before you leave them.
I say there's a lot of things. We knew this game would be close. It did not disappoint us, like I said. It goes to show, even when you're in a drought, Highbreeder and Goman, as we said, the two that lead this team, they controlled either half.
Highbreeder finished this game with 19 points. Wow. The leading scorer. He had 5 points in the first half. He activated that winner's mentality. He went into the locker room, you know, he evaluated his game. He said, what can I do better? And instead of settling for those threes like he did in the first half, he put his head down and he drove to the basket. And he scored time and time and time again.
You know, we talk about it a lot. What are you going to say in that halftime speech if you're the seniors? What are you going to say if you're the coach at halftime? You know, I think someone went up to Jake Hybrian and said, hey, you've got to remember that you are very special.
Yes.
You have some gifts and talents that you've got to use on this court. Don't be scared to do what you do. And in this second half, he just said, hey, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to do what I can to get my team in the lead. And he did, and he kept it that way. And he played great defense the whole time.
He did.
Man, like we said, great game from both teams. Thank you so much for joining us here at Floyd Central High School. We are going to sign off right now. So from Joe Lincoln, Joshua Breeden, and Nick Landrum, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you on the next one. Good night, Highlander fans.